All right, I'm here today with our two trialists who are no longer trialists. You made the Dash roster. Congrats on that. We've got Hein Lindsay Elston. Shout out to Lindsay, it's your birthday today. We're going to say, what, you're 18, 19, something like that?
22.
She's feeling 22. We were rocking some T-Swift earlier.
First song in the car this morning. It's great.
All right, Holly, you played at Michigan. Lindsay, you played at University of Washington. Tell me about how you guys got to the point of being in the Dash camp.
So I finished playing at Michigan in December, and I knew I wanted to keep playing. I went to a couple tryouts for different teams around the league, and just kind of tried to get in contact with coaches. My college coaches helped me out to get in contact with the coaches around the league. And I was talking to a few different teams and was invited into their preseason camps, and talked to Randy. Was excited about what he was doing down here and decided that I wanted to come down here and give it a shot.
So you had a choice among teams where you could go for preseason.
Yeah, I was talking to a couple, but I thought that, the new club, I'd heard good things about Randy. We'd actually played against him in our second to last NCAA tournament game, and it was good. I decided to come here.
What about you?
Mine's kind of similar. I entered the draft and didn't get drafted, which is pretty unfortunate, but afterwards I got a couple emails from different coaches inviting me into preseason camp, and so I have a brother who lives in Houston, and
Nice.
I played with Randy at a couple underage national camps and really liked his style, and when it came down to that, I was just like, I want to play for Randy and give this Houston thing a try.
What was it like being in camp for preseason, and you're basically on your own, that the team isn't supporting you till you make the roster? What was it like day by day, knowing that, well, I might not be here next week?
I would say it was a bit of an emotional roller coaster, but I don't know, it was just kind of the mentality, every day, give it your best shot. Me and Dami laughed because we hadn't talked to Randy the whole time, and this kind of was uncommon for a trialist, because trialists would go up after practice and be like, Randy, how am I doing, all this stuff? And me and Dami were just like, okay, no word is the good word. So we just kind of waited, and when he told us we made the team, he was like, it was the best thing you guys could have ever done to just stick around and see it through, because you deserve to be here. And it was a pretty exciting feeling when he said that, finally.
What was the process like for you, Holly?
It was good. I think having other people around going through it with you helped a lot. We stayed in the hotel the first week, and so we rode in a big van every day to practice, and so it was kind of nice getting in the van. And I had a teammate from Michigan here with me, so that was really nice. It was good just to have someone there supporting you through the whole process. So it was trying at times, but I think same thing as Lindsay, you just kind of have to have the mindset to come in and perform your best every day, and brush off the mistakes, and I don't know, just know that you want to be here and work your way in.
And you got a fair amount of time in preseason, especially with our roster being a little bit lean on defense. But did that give you an extra boost of confidence, or did you just not let that affect you, where it's like they need defenders more, or you just focus on I just have to?
Yeah, I mean, I'd spoken to Randy before, and so I knew that they were kind of with injuries and people playing overseas still, they needed defenders in. So that was, I guess, it was nice to know, but it was still kind of there were other defenders here, I'm getting time, but I still need to perform every day. It was a little bit of pressure, but it was definitely nice. I think when you do get the chance to play and be in there consistently, it's easier to settle in and just calm yourself, and it just becomes a game instead of oh, I'm at this camp, I'm a trialist, I'm whatnot. So it was nice just to play and kind of be in there.
Now, your preseason numbers, were those just assigned to you?
Mm-hmm.
So you were 17 and you were 13, and I noticed you switched to 21 when you made the roster. Now, you both were 21 in college. So was there a fight for that, or you just said I'll stick with 13, but you wanted to go to your college number? What was the process of deciding, once you made the roster, what your number would be?
I've always been 21 my whole life,
And you have to tell everyone why, because I know why. Well, at least I know what your college website says.
Well, I thought Landon Donovan was cute, and I don't know if I do anymore, so I hate saying that, but I don't know. Maybe he was just.
You were
I'm
young.
just gonna let that go.
You were young.
Yeah. My style's changed a little bit. No. It's a little short. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways. But I wanted to switch it up and like new adventure, new number, new me. As cheesy as that sounds, but
So you
Holly
didn't have
stuck
to, you
with
didn't
the
have
2-1.
to, you didn't have to fight to get the 2-1 then. It
I
was
didn't.
open.
Allie asked me. I think she might have asked me first, so sorry, Linz.
Oh no.
But I'm glad. Yeah,
It all worked out.
It did. It worked out well. It was funny. Actually, Dom used to wear.
Tom wanted 21.
Yeah, she
That
did.
was almost the fight.
I didn't know that either. Yeah, so we were all gunning for it, I guess, but
It's okay.
it worked out. We're good now.
That's great. Well, speaking of number 21, in college, the year that you were fighting thyroid cancer,
Mhm.
your teammates, I heard, took turns wearing number 21.
Yeah, it meant a lot to me.
Just got chills.
They did a lot that year. That I obviously really wanted to be on the field, and so they wore armbands with my number, and our warm-up tees had it as well. And so they just wore it, knowing that I wanted to be out there, and just as a sign of support for me. And I was grateful and happy, and it really meant a lot that they did that. So it does have a little bit deeper meaning, I guess.
Well, and you're from Southern California, so how did you end up at Michigan? Why Michigan?
It's a great question that I get all the time. So I was kind of late in deciding where I wanted to go to school. I had some offers from various places. I knew I wanted to go out of California, actually, to start with. I just wanted a new experience. So that was kind of nice, but it didn't really help me narrow my search down. So I waited and went on official visits to 4 schools. I went to Michigan first, and I loved the school itself. I think it was the best balance, both academically and athletically. Obviously, Greg and Dean Durst are there, and they're great coaches, so that fit in, and the team itself was just awesome. So I don't think I really fully grasped the concept of winter at the time, but I learned quickly, and I enjoy it. It's nice to have seasons. So.
Yeah. Well, you can forget that now that you're in Houston.
Great.
There's 2.
I'll
Fall
learn.
and yeah, I think that's what we got.
I'll learn about humidity.
Lindsay, you're from Washington State, and
Mhm.
so you stayed in your home state. What was the appeal of UW for you?
Well, originally I was like, no way, I'm not going there. Like, all of my high school usually, or a lot of people from my high school go to UW or Washington State, and so I was like, I'm not even looking there. But then I went on my visit, and it was a nice Seattle sunny day, and just kind of like game over. Plus, I'm really close to my family, and so having my brother and sister at UW, and then my parents probably like 45 minutes away was just.
And then you played last season with the Seattle Sounders
Mhm.
women in the W League.
Yes.
Now, do you know how much Houston Dynamo fans hate Seattle?
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell by the way you phrased that question. Sorry, but
It's okay. They're probably
it's the women.
They're probably not aware that
Yeah,
there's a
probably
rematch
not.
game.
Yeah.
But just so you know, we wanted to warn you.
Well, I'm here now. I like orange finally. So.
Well, tell me about your experiences in Houston. So you said you had a brother living in Houston, so you've probably been here maybe a couple times before? I mean, it wasn't
Once,
something
yeah.
like-
Mhm.
But living here has got to be a different experience. So what has that been like?
I still kind of feel like we're getting settled in because we were in preseason for what felt like forever and at the hotel. But we're living with Megan Kinnaman's family.
Mhm.
Her parents
So great. Shout out.
graciously hosted us, and we love it
that's
at their
great.
house. And they have a nice pool, so we hit that every day.
Have you explored much of Houston, like the restaurant scene, or did you go to the rodeo last month, or?
So the rodeo was during preseason.
I went to the rodeo.
Oh, you did go. I didn't. You went with your brother, right?
Yeah, I went the last day, but go on.
Yeah. I don't. We're living outside of town, I guess. But I think the plan is to explore. I was just talking to Bianca today. Our plan is to find the best. We're on a mission to find the best pizza place in Houston. So that might be a.
Well, I'll throw out Star Pizza
Okay.
to you.
Good to know.
They have New York style and Chicago style,
Nice.
and it's all homemade.
Nice.
There's 2 different locations. We can talk about that. once the
Perfect. You
video's
should.
over.
I know.
This is not an ad for Star Pizza,
But
but that would be my
But good
recommendation.
to know.
And if you have recommendations for the place with the
Yeah.
best pizza
Tweet
in
at us.
Houston, yeah.
We basically
Tweet at them.
eat at Torchy's Tacos, which is my favorite. Shout out. We want a sponsorship. I have a hat. I'm going there tonight for my birthday. What else? Ruggles and Whole Foods.
Yeah.
So,
Trader
So
Joe's
it's
seems-
it's a big variety. Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to the trivia, because I know this is the part you guys have been waiting for. And I bet you're going to do well.
Oh man,
Come on.
I really am not.
You made the Dash roster. You can do this. You can do this. All right. Now your
That might
trivia.
be
Your
easy.
trivia
Yeah.
is how well do you know your teammates? Okay.
Like us or?
How well do the two of you know the rest of your teammates?
Okay.
Okay. And you guys are doing this as a team, so you're not competing against each other.
Oh, good.
This is just for your satisfaction.
Can we
Sport.
compete? No.
All right. Name at least two of your teammates who played in the 2011 Women's World Cup.
Becky?
Oh, whoa.
2011. Wow. Sorry, I was
World
thinking
Cup?
under. Whoops. Okay.
OC and Aaron.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
As well as Teresa.
T.
T. Did Ari? No.
No, Ari wouldn't have played.
Okay.
Name the two, there should I think just be two, who have won the NCAA Division I soccer title.
Kaylee. Okay. And. Like Becker Tip?
Becker Tip on that foot. I don't think so.
Florida State's got really
Oh,
close.
T.
T.
Teresa Noel,
Ah.
2011 with Stanford.
Pac-12. Should have known.
2011 was a big year for T.
Yeah.
Which two played together at the University of Nebraska?
Alright.
Ari and Jordan.
Ari and Jordan, good.
Gosh.
Who won?
Throw something at us.
Let's go.
Who won the Golden Glove at the 2010 U20 Women's World Cup?
Aaron. No.
It's a B.
B?
Bianca Henninger.
Oh.
Name at least one teammate who's a
Jumped on that too
native
quick.
Texan. You have at least one teammate who's a native Texan. Here's the hard one.
Marissa.
Oh man, she got that. Okay, I didn't make these hard enough. Who played for the same European club as David Beckham?
Did he play at PSG?
Ella.
See? See, you guys were all nervous for nothing.
There we go.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh,
Well done.
we
Okay,
know our
I need
Good
teammates.
work. Come on.
All right, well, let's do one more. Know your teammate. Who's the oldest player on the team?
Aaron is.
She's calling her out right now.
I did this on the plane earlier.
We can always edit it out.
I think it might be Aaron.
Yeah, just say it that way. I think it might be Erin.
But she really does. She looks like 26. You know.
All
I
right.
actually guessed that.
All right. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. I know you had a long practice. And, you know, good luck this weekend with your second home game against Kansas City.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
good luck in the whole season.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us.